Hey,
Hello. Hi, Chandrasekhar.
hey, Samba. Good morning.
Yeah, good,
How are you?
good afternoon. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you, Chandrasekhar?
Great, great. Yeah, tell me about you.
Yeah, actually, I'm a senior principal software engineer at Dell. So I work on Java and Spring Boot related applications. So mostly integrations. Yeah.
Okay,
So I have overall 17 years experience in Java.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Have you tried anything so far on AI part?
No, I haven't, but myself, I just learned some Python and some kind of frameworks. I just little practice I did, but the thing is not overall course point of view. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, okay, okay, cool. No problem. You are in here in India, Hyderabad, or
No, I'm in Austin, Texas.
oh, Texas? You are. It's a
Yeah,
late night for you, right?
yeah, yes, 11:30 for me.
I didn't thought of it. Um, Maybe I may need to think of changing the timing.
Yeah, if
Um,
it is 2 hours early, it is good. So
yeah,
yeah.
right. I'll think of something. I'm planning to make it as a session series, and of course, I do have a program. Have you gone through any of my programs or curriculum anywhere?
Not admit. Actually, I saw one of the group, but the thing is not fully. But the thing,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll give you
recently.
more detail in the
Yeah.
session. Yeah.
Yeah, recently I joined on the AIML group, so there I
Okay.
saw. Yeah.
Okay. So what I thought is, we are talking more on concepts, theory, all that stuff. But of course,
Mhm.
foundation is definitely needed. That is where I'm giving that sessions on over the weekend. But I felt like more of practicals are also needed
Mhm.
because people are just listening to the sessions and then they're not going back to the practical oriented mindset.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. And of course, every week or a month, we are hearing a lot of changes, more of
Mhm.
advancements and upgradation of the tools. So whatever the tool I am explaining to them on a month, first month, is
Mhm.
going to be outdated in the second month or third month. So
Definitely. Yeah,
that's
it's
that's where I felt like let's make it a series of sessions,
mhm.
kind of a workshop. We will talk about the tools that are evolving, and if at all something new comes in that week or before week, probably we'll explore that and how we can utilize that. So majorly we are concentrating on AI engineering part, how the full stack developers can transform their career into AI part. That's what my major intention is.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, even in the LinkedIn also, I saw a lot of your posts. Yeah, so usually I follow you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So just
thank
I
you.
want to understand when actually the thing is like, uh, if I want to convert as a AI engineer, right? So the thing
Right.
is like without any use cases, without development, without doing any development and all, it's going
Ah,
and getting a place in the AI development. It's difficult, right? So the thing
hmm.
is that kind of are you going to provide that kind of enhancement to my
Yes, yes. That's
yeah,
the main
yeah,
intent.
yeah,
Because you are a Java developer, you already know a few skills where which you can build application,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yes,
there are some other people who has
mm,
knowledge on .NET,
yeah,
right? Some people has exposure to front and full stack with Node.js, React.js,
Yes.
and they still, and some of them are, most of them are into testing area, and some of them are into, legacy tools or SAP or networking. Different kind of people are there.
Yeah.
So that's the main intent, how they can transform their career, because they don't need to start from zero. They're already having some background, which is
Yeah.
either it can be technical or it can be domain, right? And that's where I felt like, let's bring their strengths first.
Mhm.
We can simply say that it's not like you are a fresher starting your
Yeah.
career. It's like you already have some tools and you already have some skill. Just need to fine tune them and add some more tools to that, and then build your
Mhm.
career. That's the main intent.
Got it.
Yeah, sure. Definitely, I'm going to give that picture how we are going to do that. Hello, everyone.
Funny garu.
Hey, how are
Hello,
you?
Pani, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Yeah, good.
Very good.
Hi, everyone. Yeah. Myself, Samba.
Sure, we'll be continuing this session. So we are going to be a community. The main plan is that actually, I thought of bringing everyone, whoever doesn't have that exposure, practical exposure, and then exposure to AI part. But the foundational program which I'm doing, that would give the base, and this is more on exposure to the tools. And that's the main intention. So we'll continue this. It's going to be a weekly session. For now, what I did is whoever already part of my program, or they can join directly, and whoever the new to the system, they might need to register there. That's the thing. Probably I'll change that process as well. But these sessions are going to be continued, and mm, I I usually explore the tools every week, every day. So since 3 years, I've seen some a lot many changes. That's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, we'll give a couple of more minutes for the people to join, and then we'll start. So meanwhile, would like to hear from you guys if you have any questions. Chandu, how is the preparation?
Yeah, it's going well, Funny.
Have you
I
done any
was,
capstone projects?
yes, Funny. At the
Great,
same time, I'm working on my personal projects also with help of AI.
great. Hmm.
I deployed a couple of websites also. It is
Okay.
easy to work on. I mean, I'm not spending much time. Earlier, I used it to spend 1 to 2 weeks. Now I can complete any website within one day.
Ah,
With even admin also.
okay. What kind of tools you are using? Would like
Uh,
to, yeah,
Lovable.
you're using Lovable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bolt also sometimes.
Hmm.
There are Replit also. Replit.
Okay. Okay.
I've done entire website in Replit, but
Great.
they are charging lot of money actually.
Now, I know I unintentionally I did one project for one of my client. I realized that I spent almost $150 there in a
Yeah,
week.
even I spend almost 80 plus dollars.
Hmm. One project, but project
Yeah,
was good.
yeah,
I was able to deliver the product. It's costly. I
yeah.
could see that. Yeah.
If I continuously working, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
will asking me to pay 50 plus dollars every time. Otherwise, they are blocking.
$50 plus. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
51
Right.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great tool actually, but it's too costly compared to other AI tools.
Right.
What is the tool name?
Replit.
Replit. Replit, I think they have given it as free for now, a week. You can try this. Uh,
Okay.
Let me share my screen, I think. You guys are able to see the screen, right?
Yeah, it's
Um,
low. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we can see now.
Okay. You see the patch here, or is it tabs?
Tabs.
This is showing as a patch, or you are able to see the control here, what I'm moving here.
We can see
I
the tabs.
The control, this control tray. You're able to see the tray, right? This one. I'm just moving with the mouse. I just want to know because looks like it is a patch.
Hanged.
Even
Yeah, yeah.
We can see your mouse pointer and the entire
Anti-browser control.
entire browser you opened in the last tab, right? This anti-gravity browser
you're able
control.
to see this window where you people are shown here, including my screen. You're able to see that? No.
Yeah, the right side we can see the audience, but
Okay.
not the entire our screen.
Got it. No problem. Just want to know because when I'm sharing the screen, I need to know whichever part is you are able to see. So this is Replit. You guys can l- access this for some minimal time for free, I believe, and then they can charge later. But this is an AI agent sitting inside, which will do the things for you. You guys can work on it. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to talk about these all tools. We'll have a bigger picture. So before jumping onto that, for the people who doesn't know about me, myself is Fani Chandrasekhar. I'm totally having around 20 plus years of IT industry experience into um, full stack development. I'm into first, and then I jumped into AI technology. I did my PG program in IIIT Hyderabad and started exploring the things. But initially, I understood that it's more complex to learn something by simply reading or by simply doing the practical things also. So I thought, why can't we teach so that we can learn in parallel? Frankly speaking, I didn't learn anything in that 1 year program, PCP program. I learned everything while I'm teaching. That's how I learned. That helped me a lot. That's the reason because if you have to explain the things to somebody, you may need to make it more easily understandable way, right? In your own words, you have to explain it. That's where I started learning and started reading and then started looking at portals and all that stuff. So even I would suggest you guys teach somebody or try to explain somebody about the concepts that you're learning. That way you can learn in an accelerated way. I would suggest to do that. Of course, simply reading and doing the exercises might take you more than 6 months of time. But if you do this approach of, Feynman technique, we call it as explain the things to um, a kid. How do you do the explanation to a kid? If you want to learn something, a complex subject, try to explain that to a kid, and you will be able to learn that as soon as possible. So that's what I was trying to do. I would suggest the same. That's about me. Coming to your situation, I know most of you are already working, and some of you are full stack developers, some of you are in different um, technologies, and of course there are people with the IT background and non-IT background are, but I'm mostly concentrating on the people who are in IT background, so that you already know what is happening there and where exactly you fit in. That's where I come in. um, so there are the three different types of people are there. One is whoever is core programmers. They can build anything like full stack developers or front end developers or back end developers or anybody. And they know some core programming. And the second section are kind of testers or designers and DBA type of roles, data analysts, or these kind of. And the third category is more on product owners, business analysts, and who doesn't touch much of technical aspects of the application development. So these three groups of people are there, and some of them are networking and as well. You are in IT companies, but you are not part of the core process. What exactly the teams are doing, right? So these three sections of people are there, and the third section and the second section are more worried. Of course, the first section is the first hitting group by the layoffs right now. So the automations are happening in the first section where the core development is happening, right? And in the second section, I believe testers and the business product owners or whoever is there, there is also partly the automation is happening. So of course, human in loop is an important aspect in AI, where you are just giving the data to model is trained on something, and model responding back to you. So training is important, and then evaluating that model responses are important. So testers or business owners or product owners can extend their capabilities by learning AI. In the first group, developers also, if you are thinking development is only the main aspect, then there is a problem. But if you have a bigger picture, how the full stack development happens, so how the product works, how the web application works, and if you know all the departments like development, testing, business requirements, gathering, DevOps kind of functionality, and then maintenance, all the areas, if you are aware of, then you will be sustainable. Means you can extend your work there and you can survive in the AI era. But if you feel like you are the core programmer and 9 to 5 job you are going to do, and you give me a task, I'll do it, and then the end of the day, and that's it, and I don't need to worry about the bigger picture. If you feel like, then you will be replaceable. That's how it is right now. So my intention is, even if it is a fresher, he should be knowing the things from the front end, back end, and DevOps or MLOps kind of approach. So what exactly happens when a product start from deployment to the production? If you have that bigger picture, you can survive at any point of situation in the upcoming next 5 years, I would say. I believe you got the picture now, right? Anyone have any questions around that so far? All good.
Yes.
So basically, main intention is to build ourselves. Um, there are different ways to do that. You do a course, long-term course, you do a certification, you go for an YouTube video or a YouTube course or anything, or video courses, Udemy courses, anything. How many of you have done that so far? Anyone? A course, a video, a Udemy course, a LinkedIn course, anything? Just let me know.
Yeah, I have done Udemy courses and as well as GCP course is in progress right now.
Right. So how much you learned through the course?
So from Udemy, it's on high level. But when I going through the videos, right?
Hmm.
So okay, they are saying, but without basics, I'm unable to understand the course actually. So
Right.
I didn't remember what. So through the whenever I'm going to the video, I
Hmm.
just gone through the flow, but when I close the video, I forgot everything.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah.
That's what the problem. So when you are hearing, when you are listening to the course, audio, video, anything, it will be amazing. But afterwards, you won't be having any knowledge of it. You would forget everything, and you would feel like I've done the course, but it was not much useful for me. Right? That's where we are. Even if you read a book, but if you haven't done any practical exercise or anything, there is a challenge with that. So that is one thing. And even my course, even I'm saying I'm giving theory sessions and some practical session combined together. It would be helpful only when you are able to start learning in parallel. But if you feel like only joining that session on a weekend and then go back, it will be gone after our course completion. But if in parallel, if you start doing something, exploring something, even if it is failing, don't worry. It's not need to be successful. Any project or any application that you are working on. Nowadays, tools are there for everything, right? For reading, for learning, for understanding the concept. You can talk to the assistants. AI assistants are everywhere. It's just how to utilize. So, how to catch the fish is the thing which I'm trying to learn, give you that tips. I'm not saying here are the fishes and take it. I'm not giving you the fishes. I'm giving you how to catch a fish. That's the approach I'm doing. So, there are different tools are available, different materials are there. Overwhelming subject is there, concepts are overwhelmed. If you look at LinkedIn, if you look at Twitter, if you look at Facebook, you will worry a lot because you don't know where to start, and everybody is accelerating and a lot of things are happening around you. There will be a different kind of psychic scarcity. That's what I mean. I'm hearing a lot of things from people that how should we proceed because I'm already backward. I don't know how to start and all that stuff. So we need to start somewhere. That's where this community comes in. I'm planning to share the knowledge here. Even I'm asking the people who wants to give the sessions here, they can do that. If you are interested to share the sessions here, pick a topic and then give a session. You are welcome here. You can do that as well. If you want to explain your project somewhere, you can do that so that people will know the knowledge, they know how to do it, and you will get the confidence that you are going to perform well in interviews as well. So that's where I'm thinking. You come up with your ideas. We can do a lot of things here. Okay. Any questions?
I think this is a good idea, Fanny, like, forming this community and giving opportunity whoever is,
Yeah,
interested.
yeah,
You know, getting the people also is not an easy thing, if it is community is there, they are in the same wavelength, actually.
exactly, exactly.
But they're interested, they're spending some time and they have some questions and answers and all. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good initiative, I can say.
And one important, root cause is I have few people who approached me, even freshers, where they have very good percentages, and but they didn't have the opportunity to work on something. So I started this a month back. Every Saturday, 1 hour, I'm talking to at least 3 to 4 people. Ramesh is also part of it. So he is guiding them at least. So fresher who doesn't have anything, I know freshers not getting any jobs there. They just need the guidance, what needs to be done, right? So of course, I'm not paying anything for them, but I'm just guiding them to work on some projects. So I just give the idea, they start working on it. If they are having any trouble, I'm me or Ramesh are just assisting them. And that's where my thought came in. Why can't we make it as a session, workshop kind of a thing on a weekly basis? People, whoever comes and whoever wants to join, they can join. But if they need any foundational understanding, then they can join my course. I'm not forcing anybody, but main intention is to share the knowledge here. That's the plan. So we'll start doing it. As this is the first session, I might not be jumping directly into the project thing, but first of all, I'll talk about what are the things you need to start working on your own. The prerequisites I'll be talking about. Then I'll talk about some of the latest tools which are going to reduce your work. So Chandu, you mentioned Replit and Lovable, right?
Ah, yes.
So have you ever heard any latest tools that are evolved recently?
No, fine.
Anybody in last
Anti-gravity,
anti-gravity?
IDE. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what is anti-gravity? It's an IDE
It's
tool, similar to your VS Code or cursor, and it is free.
Right. Yes, yes.
And it is free. This is the one. I'm already having that. You're able to see the screen, right? This is
Yes.
similar. This is having similar VS Code forked tool. It just working for me. There is an agent sitting here, OpenAI agent preview. So your Gemini 3 Pro is working for you, you know, and amazing applications it can build for you. So we'll talk about these tools, how you can utilize these tools and all that stuff. First of all, before jumping into these, I need to explore, I need to show you the tools whichever help you on understanding the concepts first. So my first tool is going to be the best tool which I'm going to talk about is NotebookLM. So I know whoever is in my sessions previously, they already know about the tool, but I'll just repeat the thing. It's a tool from Google, just remember, and the best tool I have seen so far. Even I'm giving it to my kids. They already started working on it. They already trying to learn the things using this Google Notebook. So for my kid, actually, I tried that. Simply giving her textbook, physics textbook. She's in 10th standard now. So I gave the textbook, and then it is trying to give the conceptual mind map, you know, the content, and then she can talk to this book directly. She can ask the questions. She can generate a specific topic video, mind map, an audio file can be generated. She is already using that. So wherever the conceptual understanding is not there, she's trying to explore more there. Okay. Uh, so this is the best tool I have seen so far, which is going to um, help you on learning the things. You can learn Python language, you can learn machine learning, you can learn deep learning, you can learn generative AI, you can learn about large language models, you can learn about AI agents, all that stuff. Now you are having PDF files available. You just add them here as a source on the left hand side, and you can talk here in the chat window. You just talk to the book saying that, tell me about specific chapter. Explain to me about the first chapter topics. I don't know what exactly is there. So it might give you the detailed information, and then you can deep dive into each and every subtopic, right? So once that topic is explained there, you can save this as a note, save to note. See here, this is a physics subject, which is talking about first chapter, and it is trying to explain some of the concepts there in that. So I can keep it as a note. Now the note is available, reflection of light. Now I can make it as a source again. What does that mean is now I have a first chapter as a source. First I had my entire book. Now I have my first chapter as a notes here, right? What I can do now is I'll just select that particular chapter and I can generate a video for that. So chapter wise video I can do now. If I select only the book, it may generate a video for me uh, within 5 to 7 minutes of duration. Entire book will be 5 to 7 minutes. Instead of that, if you generate one chapter at a time like this as a source, you can customize the video even, right? So different styles are there, how your video should be appearing. So images also will be looking in this style. anime style, watercolor style, retro style, lot many. Whiteboard style. Mostly people are using that whiteboard style, and then they can generate a video there. Now you can imagine you are generating a 5 to 10 minutes of video on a specific topic, and if you want a mind map on that particular chapter, now it is generating a mind map on that first chapter only, not on the entire chapter, not entire book. So you select the source and do the something. Okay. Um, Guys, whoever heard my sessions previously, you didn't know about the upgrade happened last week. Do you know what upgrade added in NotebookLM last week?
We got a notification, I think, email,
Okay.
but I didn't check that one. But we have recent notification.
You see, infographic and slide deck. These are the two features were added recently. Now I can generate an infographic image on my first chapter. Okay, infographic means what? It would be kind of a
Image,
chart or a flow chart, workflow or image diagram,
vector
something,
image.
right? And slide deck, it generates a presentation for you on your first chapter. Okay, this is one thing. And the reports is, it's a separate story again. There are multiple reports you can create. You can generate a briefing document. You can customize these documents also. You can give a proper prompting so that it gives you the better version of the document. What exactly you need in that. That is what is the key aspect here. So I'm asking a question to this model here to give me a briefing document. Means what? I'm giving a prompt here. So I'm talking to the model by giving some instructions here. That's what I'm doing here. And it can generate a briefing document for me. Okay. Apart from that, if you are a student, you are reading some subject. Here it is a subject physics. So I can ask for a study guide and I can change the language as well, you know, and I can rephrase my prompt so that it gives me the proper structure, whatever way I'm looking at. For example, if you want a essay type of question and answers related stuff need to be generated, how to do the study around that, you can do that. You can simply say that I'm studying for 8 mark exam, 8 marks question marks and exam in an exam. You just provide your intention or a prompt and it will generate the document for you, right? And quiz is there, flashcards is there. Y- These are all amazing things to learn on a particular source here. You have the source already available, right? Which is physics subject here, 10th physics. What if I don't know the source? How should we do that? Can we try that? So this is the fresh notebook which I have opened. Imagine that you
Sources.
already, sorry?
No, discover sources, right? So that's what
Yeah,
we can.
discover sources. So what I'm thinking is let's go to YouTube and then try Stanford lectures on AI and machine learning, which I am trying to fetch. Probably each and every Stanford lecture is going to have 1.5 hour to 2 hour sessions. I don't know this. I can't spend my time because of my busy schedule. So copy the URL, come back to this. Where is this? NotebookLM. Here you have a link option. If you are having a website content which you want to read or an article, you can go through this website section and then give the URL there. And if you have an YouTube URL, you can just simply give that, insert. That's it. It is adding as a source now. Now you can play with that video using all these aspects, all these features, right? You got it right?
Yes, fine.
Any questions so far?
It will convert this video into text messages and it will provide those whatever flashcards and all.
You're
That
talking to the video, basically. Okay.
right.
So this is about large language models. He is explaining the concepts around large language models. So now you want to study this. So go to the reports and prepare a study guide. It may explain how to study the entire topics, which are explained in the video. Okay, this is one best thing. And you can generate an audio file, which is a podcast. Podcast will be between two speakers, a male and female, talking about the concepts which are explained by the speaker in that video. And it may generate 10 to 15 minutes of audio file. You copy that. Of course, this is a mobile app as well. NotebookLM. You can open this in mobile. Um, of course, not all features might be available in the mobile app, but you open in a browser and then you can have all the features available. Now the audio file is available. You download that and then you can make it an audio book. So here I asked for a study guide. It explains what needs to be done. So some of the Q&As are provided, small questions and essay questions, glossary of key terms which are there part of this video. Can we do that within 5 to 10 minutes of time? No, right? Usually you have to spend 1.5 hour on this entire video, and then you need to make a notes of it, and then you have to prepare that. That's what it is here. Okay. So saving a lot of time on learning part. That is where this tool is going to be more useful. Now, the third option, I don't have a resource. I just need to find out the concepts. For example, generative AI, I don't know anything about it, but I'm thinking of doing the discovery of sources. So what I will do is add sources. Where is this? Discover sources option here on top right side. When I click that, it will come back to hit this one only, I think. Okay. Generative AI. Even you can do the research here, deep research, fast research. If you want to explore on something which you don't know anything about, and you need to find out the historical events or chronological order, what happened and what can happen. And even if you want to build a product, think of something, and then you want to do deep research whether this idea is going to be successful or not. You can do that search here directly. That would bring you the pros and cons of that idea, and it will research into Reddit forums, all the public forums wherever that particular idea being discussed. If something else, if they have mentioned that supposed features or suggested features can be part of this idea, you can go into that and then you can get that report. Based on that, you can decide whether you have to build a product or not. Okay. So now I don't have any sources. I'm just clicking on web enablement. So you can search through Drive as well. You can do the deep search as well, but I'm keeping it as is. I'm just making it generative AI. So it will try to bring at least 10 resources from internet, which are on SEO based, search engine optimized, best top resources, because it is Google search, right? So Google has everything. That's the reason paying pro account to Google is best option, I would say right now, because you have a lot of things available. IDE tools are there, Gemini model is there, Nano Banana image generation models are there. These kind of tools, learning tools are there, and you will have your Google Drive available. You have your Google Sheets, Docs, Google Slides, everything is there. It's an entire package, bundled package. If you have that pro account, that would be great actually. You can learn a lot of things. Okay, so you need to start at some point, right? I would suggest you need to have at least one large language model access. That can be ChatGPT, or it can be Claude, or it can be this Gemini model. Any of these three, better to go for a better subscription. And of course, spend for only 3 months. Don't continue that. My suggestion would be it's around 2000. Any model is around 2000. So pay for that for first 3 months and see the difference. How much you are learning, how fast you are going to accelerate. Once that is clear, then you will be amazed to see how you can earn through that models as well. It's not only learning, earning is also part of it. We will be talking about it in our entire sessions. So for now, let's see. These are the sources. You see 7 more, total 10 sources are added. I'm just importing that. Now the sources are added. I'll just exclude my machine learning large language model subject. The rest of the sources are available now. You see, now I'll do more again. I'll go back, do the generation of reports and all that stuff. Let's generate an infographic for now. Infographic is generating the images using Nano Banana image model, right? Nano Banana is basically here, sitting here. This is Nano Banana. And you are using 3 Pro model. So Gemini 3 is the best model as of this day. If you want to see the benchmarks, LLM benchmarks, where is that latest one? So multiple large language models are evolving now. We need to understand how to work with these models and how we can integrate them into our applications. If you know that process, you will be surviving. Okay. Uh, if you are still trying to upgrade yourself on a language learning, no, that is not going to be helpful. Knowing the coding is okay. It's a good point, good thing as well, but that is not enough. We need to know the entire process, how to build an application, how to code the application, how to implement, how to test it, and how to deploy it, and how to maintain in the production. If you are able to understand all these steps, you are going to use these tools as your assistants, and you can build applications like Chandu mentioned just a moment ago, right? He said in a day he is able to build an application. You are also going to do the same. So I'm just looking for the benchmarks of Gemini 3. LLM benchmarks of Gemini 3 because Gemini 3 released last week only. Not even last week, I think this Monday or Tuesday they launched it. And it is having a waving results, this is more of GPT-4 moment. 2022 GPT-4 model released, and everybody overwhelmed that with that model. And the same thing is happening right now. Where is this? Here. So every time, just remember, whenever somebody is saying that there is a new language model is launched and a new upgraded model, they have upgraded their version of the model. If somebody says that, everybody will be looking at this table. There will be some benchmarks. Um, these benchmarks might not be easily understandable for you by looking at it. Some of them are like math capabilities, some of them are vision capabilities, some of them are reasoning capabilities, some of them are coding capabilities, factual check capabilities. So lot of criteria are there which are considered as benchmarks. Okay, and each and every benchmark has some measurement. They calculate in percentages. How, for example, humanities last exam is an academic exam, which is have a reasoning kind of a verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning kind of. So they conduct this exam against these models whenever a new model launched. Now these models performing at some percentage, right? So the score which got achieved by ChatGPT, the latest model 5.1 is 26%. Okay, and Claude is at 13% on reasoning part, and 2.5 Pro Gemini, which is the previous model of Gemini, is around 21%. And this model 3 Pro, which is released this week, is at 37%. You see the variance? That is where the quality of the Gemini model. So if you look at some of those, mostly each and every criteria in all the models, it is actually surpassing. I believe only one or two areas. This one, SWE bench. You know what is SWE bench category? Anybody? No
No.
idea? What is SWE? SWE. Software engineer. So the coding capabilities, that is where it is. Software engineering capabilities of a model is tested here in this benchmark. And you know, so far Claude Sonnet is doing good with 77%. Now the Gemini is also there, almost just behind 1%, 76.2%. And this model is free. Gemini 3 is free for you. Whereas you need to pay $20, $100, or $200 for Claude Sonnet. That's the difference. So all these criteria which the Gemini model is surpassing, and you are getting this model for free. If you have a Gmail account, you can simply open your Gemini model, and that's it. You can start working with model, right? And it has multiple tools. It can do the deep research. It can create the videos. It can create the images. Anyone tried Canvas before?
No.
Gemini Canvas. Let's see that. I need a landing page for my AI/ML program for my cohorts. I'm simply saying I need to create a landing page. Probably I'll give my curriculum link so that it just creates my landing page. Here is my curriculum. And you know the best quality of Gemini 3, which released recently, now it is completely replacing the designers. If you are a designer, better not to continue your job. You start learning something else. You will see that result here. Here is my curriculum. Provide me a professional UI. So I'm just asking this, and there is a canvas selection I did, right? Canvas is nothing but a playground. It might give you the visual representation of whatever you are asking. So if you ask about, I need a workflow to be shown, then it will generate an image and it will showcase. If you're asking for a web application, it might create, see, it started working on it. It is just adding the code there, and it will showcase that landing page to me within a short moment. So you can get the code, you can preview it, or you can share this file, or you can run the terminal as well here, and you can make it as a cloud. So save it into your doc files or your Google Drive, and even you can publish it also in some cases. I'll showcase that as well. So it's just simply writing a landing page for me. So Canvas is an amazing tool which will do the playground for you. So you think of an idea, an app, just ask that here. It will create and showcase that here in the canvas. And you can download that code, and then you can do that, continue that to implementation phase next. You saw here, if I need this landing page with a designer, how much he would charge for me?
Yeah, easily 10 to 12K.
10 to 12K, and he may take a week or so time,
Yes.
right? This is what it is. So things are happening within the fingertips. You just need to find out where exactly you are going to fit in. It's not going to be easy, I know, because we are at the stage, the skills whichever we have learned so far are going to be either not useful or mere waste in some cases, I would say. But I shouldn't be saying that. But the domain knowledge, whatever you learned in your entire experience, is going to be the bread and butter for you. If you are amazed to know, I'll tell you. How many of you have worked on manufacturing industry or domain or logistics or finance or healthcare?
Mine is logistic.
Yeah.
Funny, I have one question actually.
Yeah.
See, as of now, we saw AI and development, right? How about a networking side? Because one of my colleague, this just joined. So currently, I mean, he in the past he worked in the US and came to India, and he's searching for a job.
Yep.
And he would like to
Yes, yes.
know, yeah, he would like to know what will he need to learn AI or cloud, right, Akhil? You have some doubts, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Akhil.
Yeah, so I just moved back from like 2 months ago.
Right.
So I'm just looking for opportunities. So I just still want to figure out which side I want to get into. So
Right. I would say one thing, even if you are a non-technical guy, learning Python is not going to be a challenging task nowadays. You are there when I'm explaining about NotebookLM?
I just joined like 10
Okay,
minutes ago.
fine. Just go through this recording later
Sure.
and you will get an understanding what I'm talking about. So don't worry that you are going to write a complete coding part. You don't need to deep dive into data structures part of it. It's just like to understand the code, what exactly is happening in a program. If you are able to do that, and the assistants are going to do the things for you, they are going to do the deep level coding for you.
Hmm.
But you should be knowing what exactly be as a guide, what needs to be done, so that you give some instructions to the assistant and assistant can build for you. Okay.
Hmm.
So, for example, if you want, you don't have any understanding on full stack development or anything, but think of an idea and how to build a web application. You have any idea? I'm not asking about coding. I'm asking about steps. Do you know what exactly happens when somebody builds an app, mobile app or web app or anything,
Yeah, the very basics.
right? So
But
basically,
I'm sure
yeah,
even we can get the basics also, right, from this AI tools,
basics means
like all the step-by-step procedures
no.
for.
See, my point is nobody need to start from the zero here. You already know something. A developer already know programming, and tester already know how to test the applications. But business analyst already knows about something. Um, but all three people will be working in one project, right?
Hmm.
They might be aware of a domain. For example, they are building a product for a healthcare. So
Okay.
at some point of time, they know what exactly happens in a healthcare system, or in a CRM, or in a manufacturing domain, or in a edutech, or in a financial sector, or in a banking sector. So what exactly happens, workflows, everything they have some idea, right?
Hmm.
That is what is going to be the valuable asset for the people who are already part of these kind of projects. Now you need to know, for example, a person who already worked in a project in 3 years or to 5 years, they already know about that particular domain. They know in and out of it. They know the problems, and they might have some understanding where exactly they're struggling. So, for example, banking sector, if you are building an application, you already know that customers come to the application, they ask some questions, and the banking site is providing some services to them, right? Simple. But there are challenges. You tell me what exactly the challenges in a banking website,
Maybe the payments or some glitches regarding the
right?
delay or something like that.
Right?
Hmm.
Transactional failures, banking
Hmm.
service support guy might not be available on time. When you reach out to these people, they may have IVR systems here route into something else. You won't be able to understand what they are talking about, and you are frustrated with the customer support, first of all, right?
Hmm.
And within the banking domain, loan processing, credit card transactions, fault transactions. So, a lot many issues are there. So how these things can be solved using AI? That is where you have to think in direction. Don't think of how to write a code in AI, how to build an app in AI, all that stuff. Think of the domain perspective. This suggestion is for non-technical people, what I'm saying. The technical people, they already know what exactly is happening. So already they are part of some domain. Now they can apply their skills saying that in manufacturing domain or a logistic domain, in logistic domain, basically what happens, packages move from one place to other place and they track it. There are some problems. So can we bring in AI solutions there? If that is the case, what can be done? So for example, shipping mechanism happens from source to destination in logistics, right? So there is an invoice and there is a purchase order. At some point, invoice would be there. In the other point, purchase order would be there. So initially, purchase order would be picking up, and the invoice should be submitted at the destination. They'll compare the invoice with the purchase order and see whether the packages are delivered properly or not. Here, manual process is happening where they need to open each and every invoice. It can be an image file, or it can be an Excel file, or it can be a Word document. And in some cases, it is a man script, human written script, scanned image, right? So all these documents need to be scanned first of all, and they need to be entered into the system. There is an AI solution for it. OCR application already there, but now AI is doing it. So domain, if you are strong at, and then you already know about the problems, you just need to build the problem solutions there. You need to come up with some idea saying, boss, here definitely AI is needed. If you can give that consultant work to the team companies, then you are not replaceable. That's where I'm coming in. So how to learn these things? As you mentioned, we need basics from the beginning on AI, right? I would say there are three branches in that. Even in my sessions also, I talk about this. So three areas are there where you can excel. First thing is we have large language models which are trained on some data. So ChatGPT is a large language model, Claude is a large language model, this Gemini is a large language model. So all these models are trained on some data. Okay. So there are some people who build these models, like Google, OpenAI. All these companies are taking the people, are recruiting the people who can work on machine learning models or deep learning models. So a data scientist can do that. They can build the models, they can train the models, and they can deploy the model. Right? That's the first criteria, the first section where people can fit in. If you are familiar with mathematics, if you are familiar with programming, I would suggest you to choose that path. If you're already part of an IT company, it doesn't matter whatever the experience you are in. You don't worry that people will consider you as a fresher. Because your domain expertise is going to be the added advantage for you. You know, we are recruiting the people for this AI engineer role. I'm looking at a full stack developer. So my boss told me that I need 8 years of experience in AI engineer. Can we bring that? An AI engineer with AI 8 years experience. What should I do? This is already happening. I'm doing it right now. We are looking for a person, an AI engineer with 8 years of experience.
But nobody is available, right? For 8 years.
So it's not 8 years in AI. The main intention is the guy should be knowing full stack development. He should be he should be knowing about a React Node.js application or a .NET application background. Means he might already working on that for 6 or 7 years or 8 years. But in the last 2 years, when the AI evolvement happened, he should be aware of the things that are happened in the last 2 to 3 years. He should be knowing about machine learning. He should be knowing about generative AI. He should be knowing about large language models. He should be knowing about NLP models. So these 3, 4 skills, if he has done anything in the last 2 years, we are recruiting the candidate. You know the package, how much we are offering to this guy? Can somebody guess?
30 lakhs.
30 lakhs, the guys are already working with their current job.
Okay.
So a 5 years full stack developer with the AI capabilities is already earning 30 lakhs there. So I'm looking at 80 years. So we are offering 50 lakhs, around 45 to 50 lakhs. You can imagine where exactly we are in. And the worst thing is, people say that there is a lot of unemployment, layoffs, and we are losing the job. There are no jobs. But that is not the case. We have the jobs. Only the thing is, we don't have the capable candidates. We don't have the skilled people who can fit in that role. That's the problem. So initially, what we did is we first brought in a machine ML engineer into my team. I brought a couple of ML engineers into my application system, where they have to involve in AI engineering capabilities. So there is a slight difference in both. ML engineering means they are going to do the data scientist roles. So they'll just build a model, train the model, deploy the model. They don't know anything about full stack development. Okay. Unknowingly, they did that mistake. My leadership team, when before I joined there, they did that. They brought in ML engineers. They thought that they'll be helping them in full stack development. But what happened? Uh, these guys failed on full stack development use cases. They're just doing the prompt engineering. They're just changing the prompts, and even not, they don't have even opportunity to build a model there, because we are using an existing model to bring in some services. OpenAI API we are using, and then we are just doing some prompting. That's it. For that, we are giving a higher package as well. So they realized it. One of the guy immediately jumped, because he is an IIT student, IIT guy, and he understood the problem. Immediately he jumped off. So we need to find the exact fit there. ML engineer means they need to build the models, train the models, and it's a narrow down role. If you are going for a company of 100 people, maybe data scientists or ML engineers will be less than 5. Okay, that's the strength. And the good part is, it's not only for IT companies. These data scientists can fit in uh, healthcare companies, pharma companies, manufacturing industries, any product development industries, retailing. You know, uh, there are different companies are there who can grab in these candidates. They build the models for them, because they don't want the data to be gone out. They don't want to share this data to ChatGPT, right? Not every company is using ChatGPT or Gemini, because these models are public, and you may need to share your data to them if you are trying to use the services. In such cases, companies will be looking for building their own model, right? That is what it is happening right now. So few portion of the people are needed to build those models. That is where AI and ML and DL, machine learning and deep learning capabilities will come as an added advantage for you. And the second criteria is AI engineer. So this is where major portion of the people will fit in. But right now we don't have exact fit. We are still waiting for the AI engineering role people. Have you seen this LinkedIn roles? How the AI engineering roles are fitting in? You saw that? And
Yes.
huge demand is there right now. If you are looking for jobs, it's a huge demand. And the packages are also um, really heavy. 3 years, 4 years experience in AI, he is demanding 20 to 25 lakhs. If you are looking at senior AI engineer, obviously he would be looking for 30 plus. That's how the market is right now. And look at the things that we are expecting. Tools, Copilot, Claude, GPT, MCP, IDEs. And you need to know Docker and Kubernetes, means you have to know how to deploy it. So build some automation, do the deployment, and understand some tools. Okay. that is where these workshop sessions should help you guys. That's the reason I'm continuing these sessions. But ML engineering and data, deep learning, all that capabilities, if you are trying to understand, then come back to me for this course, which I'll try to help you on that. That is a 3-month program where we'll talk about the first month machine learning, the second month deep learning, the third month generative AI, and we'll try to do some small exercises which can help you to build your own projects like Chindu did. He already completed his course and then he's trying to build some projects. Even Ramesh started working on it. He's still trying to build some projects there. So these guys are going to join here. Whoever completed their courses, they are going to be part of these sessions, and we will
Funny,
try to build something as
Funny,
well.
could you please
Yeah,
ping that course details in the chat?
yeah, absolutely. I'll do that. So if you look at the way we are changing our, path, the building career building path, mostly it's on, you know, uh, learning the things on your own. That's important aspect which I'm looking at, and then share the knowledge. These are the two things which will help you to build your career. Okay. So, any questions so far? Is it boring session or is it giving some inputs?
Funny, I want to share my experience with Colab.
Yeah.
Lovable, sorry. Actually, I worked on one website. Okay, I mean developing one website and Lovable.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me what I'm expected.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to deploy that website in GoDaddy, but it
Go
was
daddy.
not, yeah, it was not possible actually.
Mm,
That tool was developed in the Next.js. So GoDaddy will not support Next.js. So
mm,
whoever wants to develop any website, go with
mm.
React.js.
Right. Next.js had a problem 6 months back. There was a security issue found in their packages. Okay, because of that, suddenly everybody shifted their Next.js thing to something else, but they come up with a patch. Okay,
Okay.
they fixed that problem. Even Next.js is good. I'm not saying that it is some issue with that, but because of that drawback, some of the systems started removing the support to that. That's the reason you had that problem.
Yeah, GoDaddy is not supporting
Yeah.
actually.
And Vercel is the other hosting service you can try, which is a small cloud
Okay.
similar to Azure and GCP, Vercel or Netlify. Have you heard of Netlify?
No.
This is also the you just need to things. I mean, agents are there within it. So I think Replit is doing that. When you deploy an application, it goes to Netlify.
Okay.
That's how it is. Okay. All right. Now coming back to the tools part, you understand Gemini, right? What is this I'm talking about? The landing page. I built it within a couple of minutes, right? Uh, this is only one thing which you can do here, that is using Canvas. Lot of things are there. Guided learning. Now I need to learn quantum computing. Anybody know quantum computing? Help me understand this. Quantum computing is the next thing after AI, I would say. Come back after 5 years, and like we are talking about AI right now, people will be talking about quantum computers. So these are all highly configured and calculating computers, which can do the things that may take ages for the people to do the research. So you know what's happening using quantum computing? A medicine breakthrough happened in 35, 40 years around. That breakthrough can be done by this quantum computer within hours or minutes of time. So that's the capability of the technology which they are bringing in. Now, if you combine AI plus quantum computing, it's going to be an amazing results. So just wait for the things to understand. Here, this is guided learning. You choose a topic and it will try to explain. Okay. To get started, which aspect interests you more? Qubit. Qubit is the measure to measure your computing capabilities. So 5 qubits, 10 qubits means it's a supercomputer kind of. So that's what it is. So I can deep dive into the subject. I can ask more questions, and it is trying to give you more elaborated explanations with examples and the coding examples if needed. All that stuff can be done. So this is one way of learning using Gemini guided learning. And the dynamic view, you will be amazed with this. We'll try to do the same thing. What I did, landing page, right? Guys, the one which I'm sharing with you, it's free, Gemini. Please understand that. I'm not saying you need to pay anything for it. You just explore the things here. Dynamic view. Of course, I think students can get access to Pro account now, and they're providing it for free. You try
Not
that.
only students, Funny. Actually, for all the Geo users, we can get
GUI.
Geo users.
Geo mobile, right? You mean to
Yeah,
say,
Recently,
right?
they
yes, yes.
given the offer.
18 months. For 18
Correct.
months, it will be free. Yeah.
So this is the right time. You can use this Pro account and you can do the amazing things. I'll talk about this anti-gravity as well in my next session because more elaborated things can be done. Probably, I think we can do that here in this session, right? We have some more time. So this is a dynamic view feature. Same thing it can do in a different way. It's just a Can you imagine these kind of designs we can do within fraction of seconds? I'm really amazed actually. I know the struggles that the designer had in my company in when I was working almost 10 years back or 5 years, 15 years back. A lot of things they have to work on to bring in these curve-shaped buttons actually. They have to work on at least a half a day to bring in that. We don't have proper CSS by the time. We don't have proper themes by the time. So now think of the things that are happening within fraction of seconds, right?
That
So
curved
this is
shaped button has so many bits and pieces images.
exactly, and there will be a distorted image, and a lot of nights they have to work for to bring in that curve shape. Now you see the result here. This is just the Gemini chatbot which I talked about, and you know how much percentage you were known about the release that happened last 1 week. So far, you learned only 20%, 20 to 30% only. And the launches happened in the last week, especially on Gemini. This is one thing, right? And the second part is important one. This one, Google AI Studio. Anybody know about this?
Yes, funny.
Yeah, yes, funny. Google ASI, I understood, but I didn't understand exactly why we use this.
So it's a playground. First of all, you can build any applications here. It is like lovable, Chandu. You were
Yeah.
doing that, right?
Yeah.
Bolt and lovable, the same thing. But the benefit of using this is it has some services available. So, for example, click on build. Now you're into build section. Build is different. See, menu changed here. Here, this is home, dashboard. These are all API keys. Okay, I'm into build. You see the services are available here. Nana Banana powered app. You know what is Nana Banana?
It will generate
Yeah,
image.
It's
we
a
can use it for.
it's an image generation model from Gemini. Okay, and you give the text prompt and it generates the images for you. Even you can upload your own image and say that I need a cowboy getup of my photograph. It might change. It may change that. So anything can be happening now. So there is a privacy issue also there, but it should be cautious. So this is one service which you can use in your application, and this is conversational voice app. So you can build a voice agent who can sit in your application, and you can talk to that voice agent. So Gemini is providing a background API for that to conversations like Alexa, you know. So Alexa can be sitting in your application. You can build a web application where Alexa would be there, and the customer would be talking to Alexa, and it can be like a support executive or call center executive working on your application. Okay, and here animate the images with VO. You can generate the images and create a video with those images, all that stuff. Imagine bringing in Google search into your web application at any point of time. You can add that here. So these are all services. Google Maps, Nano Banana, intelligence in our Gemini intelligence in our app. Chatbot. You can include a chatbot in your application. Now, previously you have to build a chatbot separately and integrate that into your application. Now you can directly simply say that add um, we'll do that. Say directly create a hero page or landing page. Simply say landing page for my AIML cohort program with a voice-based chatbot assistant that can help the users on the course curriculum. I'm just giving a simple use case. You can come up with anything. Okay, curriculum and any FAQs support. I'm just saying that. So when I say build, and of course, if you don't have any idea what to build, just click on I'm feeling lucky. It might give you an idea. You see here, AI powered chatbot, analyzing images, two services it added, and it is saying built a split screen bill splitting app where the left pane displays an AI passed receipt and the right pane is smart chat interface. After uploading a receipt image, generate a structured list of items and prices on the left. Do you understand what exactly this product is about?
Yeah, adding existing services to our application.
And now we are simple. I'm asking about this application, the selected paragraph. What exactly this application is going to do? I just clicked on I am feeling lucky. I don't have any idea. So I asked Google AI Studio to generate an idea for me. It created an idea. You know what is this idea about? Imagine you went for a lunch with your team and you want everybody to pay for it. You need to split the money, right? This is a simple app which will you just give a voice command saying Drew had nachos and Sarah and Sue shared pizza and so on. You are giving whoever took the item, whatever it is, right? It just calculates that and it will split the money and it is just giving you some output there. Let's do that otherwise. So it's building the application. You have a save option here and you have a GitHub option here so that you can, once the application is implemented, you can move this to the GitHub and you can download the GitHub source code and you can build the application on top of it. If you want to add anything else there, you can do that. Okay, that's one thing. And you have a deploy option here. When you click on this, it deploys to the GCP and there is a database from GCP, Firebase kind of a database, which is available. You can connect that so that you are directly deploying your application to the production. You don't need to, you know, depend on the developer, a DevOps guy, and a tester to do all those things. So one man can build an application completely into a production environment. And you can share this app as a public URL now. You must save our app to Google Drive before you can share it. So once you save this application, this is what the saving. So you're just asking about the details and you have to close it. Then it will be saved and then you can share the link to the people. So anybody can access this. This is a split app, right? Money splitting in a program, in a lunch or in a party or somewhere. So immediately you can share that link and everybody would add their amount and so on. That's it. Payment is done. It's a simple idea, right? So anybody can build this. So that is what it is. Google Studio is similar to Bolt and Vercel, all that stuff. Allow this access, request access to camera. I think it is trying to access whoever done some. Okay, why do we need camera here in this application?
For face
Receipt,
recognition.
to upload a receipt.
Exactly. Take a photo of the receipt and it will take care of the rest.
Okay.
So scan a receipt, it opens a camera. Just if you are opening this link in mobile, it opens the camera. That's what it is. Here it is asking for the image. Just you need to upload the image, photograph, whatever you uploaded. Took the snapshot. And then it can do anything. So the items will be split here. So let's see. Ramesh had a pizza. I don't know. It may look for your image. Now it is a chatbot sitting here, right? If you remember, it is adding a chatbot service when it is selected at the initial stage. So chatbot implementation is already part of your web application now. Got it?
But where is the storage is happening now?
That's what I said, right? You need to connect to GCP.
Okay.
Here I have to create a project. I can connect to my console.google. Or else Firebase is the component from Google where it will connect to that. Go to console. Here those projects will be coming in. These are all some of the projects which we tried before. Okay. Got it right? Of course, there is a monthly service you may need to pay for if you are using their services, Google AI services. That's what it is. But if the product is profitable, I don't think this is not an issue. Okay. All these services would have a token-based cost for it. What is the token means? I will explain in my sessions. As we move on, you will understand. So for now, just understand that where to start is the first question you might be having. And too much of information, too much of overwhelming concepts are around. You would be feeling like if you are starting now, but don't worry, you need to start somewhere. So start from here. We will do practical sessions in parallel. If you want to join that program, Remain program, you can join that and you understand the basics about it. What is AI? What is machine learning? What is deep learning? How the supervised learning works and how the algorithms work and how the models can predict the data, how the models can generate the data for you. So all that stuff will be explained there in more detail. So just talk to me if at all you need more information. You can ping me there. Okay. Any questions so far? So first part is Google. I mentioned about Gemini chatbot, and then NotebookLM upgrades, and then this Google Studio now, right? You can build an application and then you can deploy it to Google GCP so that see there are some examples which are already built by somebody. Browse the app gallery. You can share it as I mentioned, right? You can publicly share that so that anybody can access that. I don't know. Right now they don't have any monetization thing, but they might bring in somewhere sometime later. Okay. So this is one thing. And the best part which I thought of talking to you is anti-gravity. This is the one. So don't worry, even if you don't know coding, all that stuff for now, but just understand how we are doing, why we are doing. This is similar to the Visual Studio Code or your coding environment, anything like Cursor. Um, so you might have already heard about Visual Studio, or Java programmers might be having their own editors, right? So this is from Google, anti-gravity. Google. So you just need to log in with your Gmail and then you can download this. Once you install that, this is what it is, anti-gravity. And it has different views. Open editor view. This is a regular Visual Studio Code view. Okay. And you can change that. Open agent view. And this is an agent view. So two views are there. And in agent view, you can work on multiple applications at a time. That's the benefit. Usually, when you are using Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code or Cursor, if you want to work on multiple projects, what you need to do?
We need to create separate folder for the project.
No, that is common everywhere, but you have to open multiple windows.
We
Yeah,
need to
Multiple
definitely.
save the
tabs to open.
workspace.
So if you are running three projects simultaneously, you have to open three windows,
Yeah.
three Cursor windows, three Visual Studio Code windows, right?
Yes.
That is not the case here. You can keep everything here in workspace. So you give some guidance here in this chart and it will be working on it. Simultaneously go to some other project and give some direction here that would work and so on. That's the benefit of using this. And it has a Gemini model. I'm going to agent mode. This is already in agent mode, I think. So playground is there where you can start working on it. And there is two different modes like Cursor and Visual Studio Code as well, Copilot as well. Planning mode and working mode, fast mode. So planning is to think of a project, give the your idea, the one which we gave like directly right here. Let's see what is that in Studio, right? We did that.
Funny, do
This
we
one.
need to install any extension?
Yes. It may ask you to add a Chrome extension.
Okay.
So Chrome extension needs one anti-gravity extension. I think that is this one. This will ask you when you are downloading. Just you need
Okay.
to say yes to Chrome extension. That's it. That is why you need that Chrome extension. I'll tell you
Okay.
because you have a browser option here in the left hand side. You see.
Yes.
So when you run an application, it will open a browser here, and it will. For example, I'll show you here. I'll run the existing application. I'll simply ask to run this application. Even if you don't know the commands, no need to worry. You don't if you don't know anything about coding, also you can work on here. But my suggestion would be just try to understand what exactly happening there. So this application is a video splitter, which I'm trying to build on my own. Why I'm doing this, I have around 400 to 300 hours of my video sessions are there because I already done 10 hours of 10 batches of AI ML sessions. Okay. So now I'm building a tool where I can upload my video and I can split my video sessions topic wise. So that I can bring them into my YouTube channel somewhere. So I spoke about each and every topic individually. And now I'll upload my 2 hour session here. For example, today's session can be uploaded here. And I want to split that based on the topic wise. so that I can make it 10 minutes or 5 minutes video sessions, and then I can upload them into YouTube. You understood the idea, right? So I built this application. I asked to run this application for me. That's it. And it opened a browser for me. See, it is already running. I made this application similar to CapCut. CapCut is a tool which is a China tool. You can use it to edit and delete or split the videos. That's what I was doing, trying to do. So I'm just uploading a video file and trying to split that. So that's what is the main purpose of this application. My intention is to tell you that you don't need to know the coding. You don't need to know what exactly is happening here to understand. It's a simple. Uh, Here I want to split the video. So see, I'm able to split into two parts now. So that's where this application is working for me. You got the understanding of the application, right? I just gave 2 to 3 commands and everything is run. See, I need an application that can split the uploaded video into smaller concept level clips so that those clips can be used for YouTube shorts or YouTube videos. So these are the commands I just gave and it started building for me. There are some agents which are running. Some of them are running my terminal commands. Some of them are generating my documentation. Some of them are creating the code, and everything is done. And of course, I'm not saying that it will be error proof. There will be errors. You just need to give that error to this. So in this case, when I say test the splitting functionality. The best feature of this tool is it can directly run the browser and it will test it. See what happens. Thinking, validating split process means it is actually reading through the document code and it is trying to understand the functionality. And it is going to see it opened a file there. I am not doing anything. It is just reading through the files and then understanding the concept and verifying whether it is doing good or not. See, verifying again some other file. Running the browser now. I don't know where exactly the browser is. I think here, right hand side, the browser is open. You see that opened in URL in browser. I think it is highlighting here. Yes. Now you see the blue highlighted on the border. That means an agent is accessing my browser and it is trying to run the application. So there is an error here. So it understood that there is an error. Go back here and see if at all it is able to understand that. I apologize. I used something tool which is not available to me as a agent. I need to use something else. So it is trying to fix that problem. Still doing it. You got the point, right? It is opening the browser as well in parallel and reading through the developer tools and trying to find the problem there and trying to fix them on its own. You might be having a question right now. Then why do we need a developer and tester now? Right?
Yeah.
That's where the layoffs are happening, automation, everything. Right.
But is there any specific agent it's using right now?
Gemini 3.4, 3.1, sorry, Gemini 3.0 Pro. And agent means agent working on it based using an LLM, right?
Correct.
See, if you are a Java developer, you know about controllers. Even in .NET also there are controllers, right? In MVC, model view
Correct.
controller, you have a controller where controller will have a decision making, which service, which method need to be called upon, right?
Okay.
That is what the agent is doing for you. AI agent means that's a controller. It takes the decision which method need to be called in, which API service need to be called in. That is what AI agents are for. So this agent is trying to see which methods are working how, and it is verifying them. So those calls are all being done by the agent. Still, it is working on it, trying to fix it. But you got the idea, right? So multiple
Yes.
projects can be worked upon, and then you work with a browser. So the agent will be working for you. So now tell me, in parallel, I can run multiple projects here. That's what it is, right?
I have a question for you. When
Yes.
you are going to deploy once it is completed,
Mm. Yes.
where you are going to deploy this application?
Okay. So first of all, you have to make it available in your GitHub.
Okay.
So you are going to create your own GitHub, and then you are going to make it a public or private repository based on your own account. If it is need to be shared to multiple people, then you will be looking at public repository, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will keep it with your own. So I'm just trying to log in with my GitHub.
Okay.
I think I need my phone to log in. Just a minute.
Yeah.
So once it is available in your GitHub,
Yeah.
you have multiple options. Either you can go for AWS or Azure or any other environments, hosting environments, right? I'm using Vercel here. So
Oh,
Vercel is a kind of a cloud, small cloud environment where you can deploy your applications, start deploying. Okay. And this is for hosting, but
okay.
we need a domain, right?
Yeah, right.
So there are domain available services. GoDaddy it is a domain,
Right.
and then Hostinger is a domain. Um, I'm using Hostinger so that you can create the domains here. Okay. There are Black Friday deals are happening. You see, $2 per month. You can grab the deals. I think this is going to be for at least this week. Minutes. It's 1 hour deal, I think. That's okay. I have already a couple of domains sitting in my Hostinger, and you can create a domain there. So you just need to search for your domain name, whether it is available or not, and then you
Yeah.
can purchase it. Once you purchase it, even if you are a non-technical guy, don't worry about it. Just go back to your ChatGPT. Now you have a GitHub account available. Your repository is in GitHub, right?
Yes.
Why it is asking me login? By the way, I'm using all pro accounts for teaching actually to explore and help the people to understand. So I'm having a plus account of my Gmail, ChatGPT. I'm paying 2,000 for this. A Claude account I'm having, which is $100 subscription, 10,000 worth that is. But I would say amazing results are there with Claude. I would simply say 10,000 rupees is per month is worth of it actually. You can build hundreds of projects there using that. So Claude is $20, $100, and $200. Those are the plans. ChatGPT is I think a Go account is there. Recently they announced, which is 399, right? Or 499.
320 or 390, I think, for
399.
India.
399 version is there. You can use that, but I believe there is a limitation for that. Usage limitation. $20 is the best, I would say. And with the latest upgrades, Gemini is also the best option nowadays. So Pro account, if you don't have, I believe Pro is also 1900 something per month. And you will be getting 1 TB size of our Google Drive plus Google Sheets, Google Docs,
2
all
TB
are
size. Yeah.
all are having Gemini inbuilt. You know, that's the catching point. Now, what I'm saying is, let me. It looks like some login issue with this. I'll try to open my Gemini here. So you can use this to deploy. Basically, I have my repo in GitHub. I have I
Domain.
need to register a domain. You can simply say, I need to register a domain and need to deploy this application to Vercel. Remember, there is a backend also we need to think of, right?
Yes.
So you can go for a cloud database. Even if you are having MySQL or Postgres or MongoDB is also good. All these three. Okay. Then you have to put them in that.
Super base,
Superbase.
right?
Superbase is also there. Even I have Superbase. I'll show you that.
They're giving 500 MB free.
Yes, some databases are free, and if you are reaching the size, then you need to think of something. You need to worry about payment. Otherwise, it is free. So what they do is basically they'll maintain some projects, and see they are paused now here. Even though I have around 9 projects here, everything is paused unless except one. You can make it available also. Once you want to make it available, I think multiple projects, if you are trying to, then you may need to pay for that. So that's how it is. So that database is also now in cloud. You know, you can see the, oh, sorry, I need to change the project. So integrations is a part of your application, which will be, you just need to run that here, create a database, and then tables, execution, everything can happen here. So your database will be moved into cloud only. While you are building application using an anti-gravity or VS Code or Cursor, you can simply say that, saying, I need to build my backend in Superbase, or I need to build my backend in MySQL Cloud or Postgres Cloud. Whatever, you just mention it. They do have some free versions of it. You can go with that. But if the user base is more and you are using more data in that database, then you may need to pay as you go. Okay. Once that is clear, now it will give you the steps. Buy directly through Vercel. I think Vercel is also providing the domain names now. Buy from a dedicated registrar, or it's a domain kind of Namecheap, Porkbun, Cloudflare. These are all some of the domain services provided, or hosting services.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the deploying to Vercel, it is giving you the steps. Just log in with GitHub. So Vercel is having a connectivity with your, GitHub.
Okay.
Once you deploy your application to GitHub, come back to Vercel, or even GitHub also has this feature where directly you can connect to Vercel here. So, for example, here I'm going to one project. You see here the tools.
Yeah.
So Vercel also would be available. You can directly click on and then deploy it there. So Azure option is there, Terraform, integration. These are all integration where you can deploy your applications from GitHub. Okay, or else consoles. You just connect to console, Azure or AWS or GCP through your own console locally from command prompt. You can do that.
Okay.
So once you connect to those Amazon websites, so for example, AWS Web Services or Azure, there will be commands. Once you connect, you can directly deploy this application. Create a Docker for this and deploy that Docker there. So you need to know about Docker as well. So that's the reason I said at the first of my session, If you have a bigger picture, what is happening around, you don't need to deep dive into it. You don't need to know what exactly Docker does. You don't need to know exactly how the Python is being run. You need to understand just on a bigger picture. It's a bird view. You need to know. So from the beginning of app implementation, deployment, development, and maintenance, what exactly happens, where exactly it moves into, how we can connect all the dots, and assistants are going to help you. That is what it is doing here, Gemini. I don't even know how to deploy it to Vercel now. Just think of it. And you ask the question. Even you can simply say your current state. What do you know about it? You can say for somebody, Samba, I think somebody mentioned about networking they were working on. Nicola, right? So Nikhil mentioned he knows only networking part, but he doesn't know anything about. You can simply say that to Gemini and say that now I'm trying to build my skill, upgrade my skill to understand how to build an application, deploy an application, move it to somewhere. But in the process, you are going to use AI models somewhere. That is what AI engineering we are going to do. Okay. So first of all, the prerequisite is to understand how Python works. If you haven't done anything on Python, just start learning it. I don't think you need complex programming. It is a simple English language. I'll show you that. For example, let's see the code and you will tell me. I don't think this is Python. By looking at the Python file, you will simply say it is easily understandable. w3schools.com is a website which will teach you about all the languages, where you can find out the Python also available there. Oh my God. See here, these are all languages. Python is here. It is simple. You just read through step by step, and there will be practical exercises also. You don't need to install anywhere. Try it yourself. You click on that, it opens an editor for you. Oh, these guys bringing in ads also now. Yeah. 3 months back, I don't see any ads there. So that's the demand of Python, I believe. So now it opens the editor. It simply will ask you to run the code and everything step by step, syntax, how the things will work. You just need to know. These are all small things only. You don't need heavy programming here, one-liners, everything. So try to understand this. Then it's a gateway, I would say. Python is the gateway for your machine learning, deep learning, large language models, generative AI, natural language processing, speech recognition, computer vision. These are all 7, 8 departments which I'm talking about, all having Python language as a base. Of course, there are other languages like R and Julia, but mostly people lean in towards Python. Okay, Python is simple, straightforward. If you are looking at a code somewhere, it will be easily understandable. By looking at the line itself, you will simply say that there are 3 values stored in something. That's it, right? So you will be able to easily learn the Python, even if you are a non-technical guy, within a month. But if you are already a programmer who learned something like Java, .NET, C# or anything, you will be learning Python within 2 weeks. That's the confidence I can give you. So don't think that you need 6 months of time. It's just 1 month of time you need to understand the Python basics. And we are not doing any high level Python development. It's a simple um, basic model building and deployment and building a chatbot and then working on some web applications. That's it. And those web applications can be your own technology. If you're already a Java programmer, you will build a Java application. And if you are already a .NET developer, you will build a .NET application there. There is no restriction in that. But just to bring in the AI capabilities means you can build a AI chatbot on Java language. Using C# language also, you can build a chatbot. It doesn't matter. Or else you can use a Python application and integrate that application into your regular applications. You can do that as well. So once you are opening this Pandora box of Python, you are having more features available, more skills available. So data analytics, data science, data analysis, exploratory data analysis, all that stuff can be done using Python. So even if you are not able to understand the things which I am talking about, you can settle in the data era, data related field. You can do the data analysis. That may take 3 months of time for you to understand. If you are saying that whatever we are talking about is highly technical, all that stuff, then you can jump into a Python programming uh, job role. Python developers having a heavy demand right now. You don't need to be an AI understandable guy to jump into the Python roles. So see here, this AI engineer, you saw the so many things, right? This is what our company role for which I'm taking the interviews right now. This is the role which I'm talking about. So things are there. You just need to pick the items. But don't worry, it's not from the scratch thing you are doing. You already have some capabilities and you are exploring there. That's it. So see, only Python engineer they are looking at. Some of them are AI included, but of course, once you learning Python means you are definitely learning them through either LLMs or generative AI or ML or DL. See, Python developer. Let's see what exactly they're looking for. APIs, full stack development it is. Okay, Docker, one cloud, any one of the cloud, and deployment, CI/CD capabilities, and SQL. This is a full stack capability, but now it is shifting to Python. That's how it is. So transforming to from one post to one technical skill to other skill is easy. But if you are starting from the scratch, it's it's better actually. You don't need to be more worried about the previous experience, which is going to be um, void now. So you are starting from the scratch, and you can learn the Python within hardly 3 months. If you are spending 2 hours a day, you can do it in a month. That's what my suggestion would be. So spend 2 hours in a day on anything. It can be AI part, it can be generative AI, it can be LLM, it can be machine learning, it can be Python. You can look back in 1 month or 2 months and you tell me the benefit. So these 2 hours is going to be the benefit for you. I'm just going to be the navigator and you be the executor. If you are thinking that I'm going to be the executor, that's a problem. So think like I'm the navigator and you can do the execution. You tell me, you drop a message to me in the community saying that I'm doing this something, I'm blocked somewhere. As I mentioned, you have the tools now like NotebookLM, Gemini model is there, ChatGPT is there. You don't need a mentor who's sitting right next to you and helping you. Those things are all now happening with these things. You know, one best feature of Google AI Studio, um, you can share the screen to Studio and say, I blocked here. Can you help me on this? And it is an voice assistant which will talk to you. Let me check where exactly that. Um, you can share the screen and then it will talk to you and it will try to explain you where exactly you are failing. I'm trying to see projects, usage, logs, change log. Let me
There are so many happening on Google side.
Live, I think. Live. This is the one. You can share the screen basically, and then you can talk to the studio. Google AI Studio will talk to you directly. I need to check that feature somewhere, but I did that. The newer version, I think it is changing somewhere. Here, I think. Video, sample media, record audio, somewhere. I forgot. But anyway, I'll let you know. You can do anything here. That's what it is. Studio. Explore. A lot of things are there to learn. And it's a continuous learning. Don't stop at some point. Don't think like 3 months I will be learning and then I'll be getting a job and that's it. No, that's not the case because we are missing the tools which were launched 1 year back and they were outdated now. It's happening every 6 months or 3 months. Okay. Google Studio was not there 1 year back. And ChatGPT completely changed its UI part since the last 2 years. That's how it is. ChatGPT is an amazing thing, which separately, it's a vast ocean actually to experiment. Lot of things are there here. Connectors are there, which will connect to any application and do the things for you. You know, Mm, yeah, I mean here, generate a slide for me on machine learning using Canva. I need to check if it is able to connect to Canva or not, but if it is already connected, it tries to build yeah, I think connecting. Canva is another tool actually, which will useful for generating a slide. Okay, you don't need to go back to that tool anymore. You can connect to that Canva from here and it will generate the slides for you. ChatGPT is completely transformed now. Most of the people know only asking questions and getting the responses, but that's not the case anymore. You saw the design here. I can choose one particular design and it shifts to Canva for completing the design. It just asking me, select the design you prefer, tell me the candidate number, and I will convert it into editable Canva design. So I'll go with yeah, last design is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll simply say 4 and see the magic. Have you ever tried this before, ChatGPT?
No, I tried for Dali, but not this one.
See, it's run now. It is opening in Canva. Now my design is ready. It's a presentation slide. I didn't give any concept or content to this, right? Imagine if I have a content. How can I do that? I have my NotebookLM. I have a briefing document. Study guide is there. I can bring this entirely into a presentation. I can do that. I'll copy paste that and then I'll go back to ChatGPT. It generates the slide design. It will pick the design. Now I decided I can do further changes there. You may be thinking of only Canva, but lot many connectors are there. Settings, apps and connectors. You see how many apps I can connect? A lot many are there. So what OpenAI's plan is to bring this as an app store, um, kind of a Google Store or iOS store. They're trying to connect all the apps here. So you can talk to the ChatGPT directly. They will do the work for you by calling their API services. Instead of directly going to that app, everything can be done now here. That's what their plan is. So it's kind of a business tactic anyway, but this is one of the things, right? All right, we'll stop here. More, I've given a lot of things for you to recollect, memorize, and everything, and do something experimentation. So come back to me with any questions. Probably we'll keep the community open. I think you already registered through this, right? If you are already registered, I think you should be able to get the feed open. Make sure you have that thing available. I believe the program, whichever is there, you know, let me go back to that program. This one, whoever is registered, they have the access to this course. Course. Yes. There is a 16 hours sessions video course is already available. Whoever registered through this, you can go through that. That's a free version, which is available for you guys. Otherwise, if you are looking at the 3 months program, just let me know. You know, I'll talk to you. And mostly the second week of December, we are going to start next batch. But the people who are already part of this program, continuing with this workshop, you can continue, and we will do some more experiments here. I'll talk about some ideas, business ideas, which we can bring into, um, experiment or implementation. I don't bother even if it is going to be successful or failure, but it would give the experience to the people how to build the projects. So we'll be working on it. Um, I'm not the only guy going to be talking about here. You guys can bring in your ideas and you can showcase your implementation so that you improve your communication skills and presentation skills, and then you work on your technical aspects. And I'll be reviewing the resumes also and how to build your profile. All that stuff we are going to talk about here in these sessions. Okay. All right. Any questions?
Yeah, funny. Is there any opportunity to work with you as a fresher?
Yeah, that's the reason I opened these sessions. You saw these guys here sitting. Manoj is right. Manoj is there. A few more people are there. They're already working, joining and working on some projects.
Yeah.
So even if you have freshers, ask them to join these sessions. They can learn something.
Okay.
Okay.
Funny, I have registered
Yeah,
for
I'm
the.
ready to work with you, Funny.
Yeah, we already started a couple of projects. Ramesh can give more insights around it.
Okay.
Ramesh, want to talk about it?
Yeah, there are so many, but time is the constraint.
I will be available Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's the reason we started this. We started a couple of projects. I gave a couple of ideas to these people. They already started building it. My intention is they can use this project as their academic projects or working experience. They put that in their resumes and they can apply
Yeah.
for their jobs. I'm not restricting anybody to work only here and then you do the things. You join your company, you work somewhere, and you can weekends we can combine together, work together, and then build something, build the community, and build the tools. That's the plan. In the process, we may get some monetization as well. I have some contacts where I can bring in some projects. So I need teams who can build that. That's what I'm looking at. I have projects there, I have ideas there, but I can't sit and build everything. I don't have that much of time right now. So that is the reason I brought in people here who can work with me, share the knowledge, and then build together. In the process, you can work on your own. You can build something on your own. That doesn't matter. The point is, my idea, if it is clicking, We will be having some timeline. We'll build that, and then we'll showcase. We'll demo it to the customer. Customer, he is here. My contacts, whoever is I'm working with. There are some consultants are there. A couple of companies are there. They reach out to me for some ideas. They want some integrations to happen, but I don't have the workforce to do that. That's where I felt like let's build the community, build the people. They learn together, they work together, and then everybody will be benefiting on their own, right? That's what the idea.
Okay.
I'm happy to bring in more people here. Probably that registration thing also I'll remove. I'll try to do it. We'll make it a free workshop. Anybody can join. There is a reason for that. Actually, I kept it pricing because I did this in the past also. I saw some scammers joining in the session and then doing some ruckus there, which I don't want. That's the reason I kept that pricing. Um, but you can use that coupon code and bring the people here. No issue. Okay.
Okay, fine.
All right. Yeah.
I registered for the 3 months course, but I didn't see any email to me after that. So confirmation email or something. Yeah.
You will receive in whatever you mentioned the email.
Okay.
You have
Yeah,
any
I
email?
saw that.
When did you register?
Just now in the class time, 1 hour back.
Just now? I'll
Yeah.
let you know. I mean, that's the link I shared that there you registered, right?
Yes, yes.
No, that's not the one. That will just give
Okay.
me the information that somebody is interested in your course, but there is another